Hey everybody, Mr. Snyder here, just to talk a little bit about the different steps that you're going to need to go through in order to do a remote interview on Soundtrap. So here we go. So once you log into your account, you'll get a good sense of everything, right? If you go down, you'll have your previous recordings or anything that you've been working on. But I'm not going to enter the studio this time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find this button that says Start Collaboration. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I am not going to actually be collaborating. That's going to be similar to doing a Google Doc where multiple people are working on one particular document. That's not what I'm looking here. What I'm looking here for is this interviewing a podcast guest. So I'm going to go ahead and create a guest call. All I need is this link. So I'm going to copy this link, and now I just need someone to interview, someone to send my link to so that they can go ahead and get on the call with me. So I think I have the perfect person that I would like to interview. I think I'll interview Mr. Heffelbauer. So here we go. Got an email typed up. I'm just going to send the link. And now I am going to go ahead and enter the studio this way. So once I go ahead and send the link, you click the enter the studio thing, and you're just going to sit here, and that's what I'm going to do until Mr. Heffelbauer goes ahead and clicks on the link and then comes in to the call. Right now there's a couple of things that he's going to be seeing on his end that unfortunately you're not going to be able to see, but it's going to say something like wear headphones for it, except to use your phone or your camera or your microphone. So it's going to go through some of those things, but eventually on my end I am going to get a call from Mr. Heffelbauer, so I'm just going to wait for that. Okay, and it looks like the professor has joined my call, so that must be Mr. Heffelbauer. Here we go. Nice hat.
Hello, Mr. Snyder. How are you?
Doing very good. All right, so we're just doing a quick tutorial real quick how the interview works. Gotta commend you. Great hat. So real quick, as you guys can see on the screen, there's all this stuff. You can go ahead and mute yourself, turn on your camera on and off, change the volume, all the other stuff. But what you're going to want to do before you go ahead and hit the record button, because that's probably your first inclination, you're going to want to set up the voice tracks. So that is what I'm going to do. The new track up here at the top, that's going to be my default microphone, so you shouldn't be changing any of this stuff. And then obviously Mr. Heffelbauer, or the professor, is going to be on a new track as well, and that's just going to be the audio from the chat. So just make sure that that's what that says. So anything that he says into the chat will obviously pick up the audio that way. So I'm going to set that up. That should create two tracks, your voice or my voice or the professor's voice. So when I'm all done, I'm all ready actually, and I can just go ahead and start the interview. So here we go. I'm going to hit the record button. It's going to give me a countdown. And then I got some questions. So here we go. Mr. Heffelbauer, you're here for a really intense interview. Tell me a little bit about this hat. Where'd you get it? Why purple? Why not like the traditional cowboy brown? What's going on with this hat?
This is my thinking hat. This is the hat I do to do my work at school. When I'm got my grading going on, I need to be thinking about what's happening, and so I gotta get myself taken care of.
Hold on. Is that a bear claw?
Yeah.
I'm seeing that right. That is a bear claw. Okay. Very interesting. Oh, okay,
tiger claw.
Got it. All right. Well, I think we're good with our interview.
Do you not have one?
No, I do not. No, just my normal. My normal hand. But anyway, so let's see real quick how that turned out. So I'm going to stop hitting record real quick, or I'm going to stop recording. So I'm going to click on that, and you'll notice that right away that went ahead and turned into our sound waves. Now I did notice that on our call it looked like there was a little bit of feedback, maybe because, are you not wearing headphones?
I am not wearing headphones.
Oh, crap. So that probably is why there's the feedback. So one of the things you guys are going to want to make sure you do is wear those headphones like I'm doing. That way, no feedback. So if you, for instance, go ahead and notice there's some feedback while you're recording, you might want to, go back and try doing it again. Make sure you wear the headphones. But most importantly, I don't know if you'll be able to hear that, Mr. Heffelbauer. But I'm going to be playing back some of this audio just to make sure.
Got some questions. So here we go. Mr. Heffelbauer, you're here for a really intense interview. Tell me a little bit about this.
So the audio sounds pretty good. Everything seems to be in place, and that's all I need you to do for this particular assignment is just get that interview recorded so that when you guys come back into class, we can start working on the editing part and we can start working on actually putting this whole thing together, okay? So if you guys could actually just get the recording part done, that would be awesome. And again, if you're having any technical flubs or anything else is looking weird, either shoot us an email or if it's really, really complicated, maybe we'll look at it in class. So hopefully this helped you set up your guys' remote interviews. And thanks a lot, Mr. Heffelbauer, for joining me on the interview.
No problem.
Bye.
Thanks for helping out.
All right.